run it and drive it in under 10 minutes. So I'd like to introduce our team to you. Up here in the front left, Kurt Snyder from Kitchener, Ontario. His son, Eric Snyder from Kitchener. His cousin, Reed from Owen Sound, Ontario. Rob Saunders, which is the mayor of Long Point. I'm Doug King from Woodstock, Ontario. We need to cloud for a special guest to keep time for us. You guys want to watch a stopwatch for us? Yeah, can you hold it close? We'll reset it. All right, you guys ready to go to work?
We're ready.
Go. Frames being slid up onto the front end. In goes the simple 4-cylinder engine. You see the overhead crane that we're using. The impact tools. It's a simple 4-cylinder engine. There is no water pump, there is no fuel pump. It's gravity fed. Up comes the front engine.
Go. Going up.
So we're talking better than wind. Henry Ford said his Model T could do anything a horse could do except leave that little brown pile on the road. So you take a gallon of gas, a quart of oil, a piece of wire you call a coil, yard of tin, hunk of board, nail it together, you got a Model T Ford. On goes the front wheels. Reed's going to torque them to the proper manufacturer specification. Rob's doing up the closed drive shaft. Kurt's going to put up his back end. You see the young guy's got his hand on the thrust muffler already. Rob's doing up the engine mounts. See Kurt's going to do up the rear shackles. Let's go over and see how our Canadian times it. 1 minute and 32 seconds. Do you think they can do it? You want to bet? $5 Canadian or American? That'd be about 75 cents Canadian.
I don't think so. Big part of Canadian tires.
On goes the gas tank. Model T was referred to as the Tin Lizzie of the road. It wasn't uncommon in the day of the Model T to have to back over some of the steepest hills. I don't know if it'd be 10 gallons or not, but it's close, I don't think. If you're out for a Sunday afternoon drive, obviously you can see where the gas tank's mounted, that you have to ask your passenger to step out when you put gas in. Most common tool in the Model T toolbox is a pair of pliers and a piece of wire on some farmer's fence. So I am a piece of shiny tin, just nobody knows where I've been. I have 4 tires, 2 running boards. Everybody says I am a Ford. Reed's getting the rear tires put on. So once they do get it running, what we're going to try and do, well, he's going to drive it first, and then after that, we're going to try and start it on compression. You mechanic nuts out there, you'll know that there's 4 strokes to the engine: intake, compression, power, and exhaust. What we're going to try and do is load up the engine, get one of those pistons to stop on top dead center, shut the key off, wait a few seconds, turn the key on, and see if it'll start all by itself. We've had good luck so far, but knock on wood. Obviously, I have the rads going on. They call it a honeycomb rad. You can see why. Kurt's doing up the front engine mount. Eric's doing up the rear linkage for the brakes. We should have ignition soon. How's our time doing? Is it still ticking? 3:45. They're doing good. Yesterday was 7:17, and this morning I thought they were working on double time. They were going to push it right to the end, but they did 7:07, so we'll see. We'll stop the watch when the car starts.
How many times do you use here?
Depends.
How many shows you got? Last weekend we did. This weekend, it depends, like just. You go to options? Yeah, depends. Yeah. Around the country? Yeah, all over, everywhere. Yeah.
On goes the firewall. As you'll see, you'll think, well, what's those levers and all those pedals? Well, as you sit behind the steering wheel in the Model T, there's the 2 levers, 3 pedals. Lever to the left is your spark, lever to the right is a throttle. Pedal to your left is forward, all the way down, pull your handbrake back, all the way out is high. Middle pedal, reverse, far pedal is your brake. You watch when Rob gets on and starts it, you can see that. Reed's putting in a gallon of Lake Ontario. I'm not sure if he's got the quart of Quaker State in there yet or not. He's nodding his head. We should have ignition soon. As you notice, there's thousands of these cars in the hands of collectors today, as you see up in the village. The only real cheater we're using here, folks, is the little tiny gas tank that you will see on the firewall. Sometimes we do a lot of indoor auditorium shows, and the fire marshals don't like seeing us playing with too much gas. So we just have enough gas there that we can run it and drive it and show you how actually it does drive and run. Then for your real Model T nuts, you'll say, hey, those guys are cheating, they're using Model A wheels. No, those are Model T wheels. They are an accessory wheel. Well, we better check on our time. It's not double time, Steve. 6 minutes. Ooh. They got to get it going, though. Everybody's check, gas, check. Quality control. Got his hands on his hips. I don't like that. You know, you're still in university. Now we'll go to the front end. Henry Ford says one good turn will deserve another. So we'll see. Hopefully, people.